Everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Monday. We are live. Yes, we are live talking about Dogecoin, crypto, finance, news. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. We're hanging in there right above 14 cents with Doge here on the chart. As predicted, and if you saw my video earlier today, we were talking about where's Dogecoin going to go from here? And we'll talk more about that on the live here where we can expand out our conversations, and I want to hear what you guys have to think as well. And if you're watching this on the video replay, you weren't here live, and I said I'm going to be live at 5 o'clock on Monday, but I'm starting early. I'm starting early because I got everything all set up, and I'm just like, why should I wait around for an extra half an hour? So I'm glad you guys are here, and more will be joining in. But let me just start right here first for those that didn't see earlier. If you remember last week, I told you guys $13.99 Doge, right? We had it all set up on the charts where Doge had dropped down below 14 cents right here on the 13th of April, and then had revisited $13.99 right here on the 18th of April. And I told you guys, I said, I'm setting a limit order for $13.99, and it's going to drop down and it's going to grab it. And then on Saturday, when I made my trading strategies video, trading strategies for maximizing your profits in Doge, of which some people took it to mean I was actually going to be trading Dogecoin. No. You had to watch the video and you would see it's buy and hold DCA. But what did I do? I set a limit order, another one on my other account for $13.99 Doge, $13.99. And so what happens this morning? Grabs it right there. Right there this morning, right before 7 o'clock my time, Doge comes down, $13.99, limit order filled. Is Dogecoin going to go lower? It could, but there's something that's happening in just a few hours that may actually just turn the whole crypto market back around. So we'll be talking about that. But what have we had since then? We've had we've had 3 retests of $13.999. And each time Doge has bounced back up. Or Bitcoin up here at 63K, it actually dropped lower down to 61.8 right there, 61.8. Couldn't hold 62. So if anyone had a Bitcoin limit order set at 62K, it got filled. Yeah, Samuels, you got it. You got it. But then, of course, these drops down below 62K for Bitcoin and below 14 cents for Doge, what does that also do? It liquidates those doing long leverage trading. So what do I say? Stay away from leverage longs and shorting. Someone asked me, hey, Chris, you got to do a video on shorting Dogecoin. It's like, why would I do a video on shorting Dogecoin? First, I don't short. And second, why would you want the price of Dogecoin to go down? I don't want to be wishing the Dogecoin price goes down. I just filled my order. I know some of you want to buy like 8-cent Dogecoin. If that's not happening, guys, you had your chance in February to buy 8-cent Dogecoin. Yes, it was only just a little over 2 months ago. You could have been buying 8-cent Dogecoin. And I told you guys when I bought that Dogecoin, it was around February 22nd, if I recall. We were live and I said, I'm buying Dogecoin right here. And I got it at like 8.35 cents. I was like, I'm buying Dogecoin because it's going to go up. And what happened? So we go to the daily chart and we remind ourselves. We were right back here, right there, 20th of February. That's it right there. Dogecoin had come out of the purple wedge. At the time it was an orange wedge. and then had pumped up to 9 cents and then came back down and dipped 8.3, and I grabbed it right there. Right there. And then Dogecoin took off on the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Guess we had a leap year day this year. Extra green candle. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green candles in a row on the daily. 8 green candles in a row, which is practically unprecedented in Doge. Unfortunately, what do we have now? Look at this on the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red candles in a row. But they're not big red candles. I mean, these were big green candles. Some of these really shot up. 7 red candles in a row. I scrolled back 2 years and I could not find any 7 red candles in a row. I'm sure there are some a little bit further back, but on the daily chart, I could not find 7 red candles in a row. So this isn't good, but luckily, I mean, like some of these are like practically flat, right? Like this one we had last Thursday was flat, but it still showed up as red, counts as a red candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 red candles on the daily chart in a row. Not good. But what does that mean? What is that? I mean, look at the volume. The volume is practically nothing, right? There's like no trading going on the Doge. It's just kind of drifting here. Unfortunately, it's drifting to the downside, which means the bots are selling and not rebuying. They're waiting. Everyone's waiting. What are you guys waiting for? What are you guys waiting for? I'll tell you what I'm waiting for. And again, it's just going to start in a few hours. We're only a few hours away. So we'll be talking about that too. So that's my intro on the charts. We'll get to the news. We'll talk about Ethereum. We'll talk about Bitcoin and more Doge. And of course, why Dogecoin is the best cryptocurrency to be buying right now. And it's not just me who's saying it. I'm not the only one saying it. And I will show you that as well. So that's what we start with. Let me check in the chat, see what's going on as Dogecoin is starting to make another move down to retest 14 cents for a 4th time today. That's what we got going on. Bitcoin did not hold 63K. It's now drifting back down at 62.9. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Nate, how are you? Cool as a cucumber, I'm guessing. Joe, welcome. Futures trading or the Hong Kong thing? Futures trading is not going to affect the price that much. I don't think so. It was supposed to start today on Coinbase. I didn't see any news on it, and it was just like whatever. I don't do futures trading, so I don't really follow that too closely. But I still think the whole futures trading thing for Doge is good because it legitimizes Dogecoin, a proof of work cryptocurrency, as a commodity. Because the CFTC, Commodity Futures Trading Commission, is the one who oversees those futures trading. And when Coinbase made the application for futures trading, not only for Dogecoin, but also for Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, nobody objected. It wasn't the SEC to object because that's not for the SEC. The CFTC didn't object. So they're commodities. Proof of work cryptocurrencies are commodities. ETH used to be a commodity. It was a proof of work cryptocurrency until the merge, right? And ETH 2.0, we're going to convert to proof of stake and everything's going to be great. Well, Vitalik didn't check with the United States SEC because they now think ETH is a security. And they're most likely not going to be approving the ETH spot ETFs. So that's all going to go to court, and it's all going to be wrapped up in the courts, and that's going to take a while. So blah on that. Greetings from Norway. Hello, Vigard. Hong Kong futures. It's not Hong Kong futures. This is Hong Kong spot ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're going to start trading in a few hours. That's positive to Doge because it's positive to the whole crypto market. If there's a crap ton of buying of Bitcoin that happens and Bitcoin price goes up, so does everything else. That's what we're waiting for. Yeah, don't get short with me. That's good. Mr. USA, 60-cent possible Dogecoin, 60-cent Dogecoin. It all depends on X and Elon, whether we'll see that. I mean, we've learned now, right? And we've seen enough evidence of the trading of Dogecoin that Dogecoin is not going to go on a crazy run based on just hype. It actually needs something solid to be a catalyst. So we'll see. We will wait. Gene asking again for that May price prediction for Doge, and I'm not going to give it to you right now. I'm making a video on Wednesday. Wednesday, the video of my May price prediction. I do that in its own video on the first of each month. Most months. Some months I kind of skip. But I will be doing it on Wednesday. So, plus a lot can happen between now and Wednesday, particularly with Hong Kong and what's going to happen over there. Are we going to get this influx of big trading? I'll show you a news article on that. Spectre Crusoe, down to 12 cents with liquidity grab. We could see if there is some big negative news that causes Bitcoin to drop, right below 60K, that 59, like 959.8 liquidity grab on Bitcoin, then we would see it on Dogecoin as well as 12 cents. But right now, that's not happening. Right now, at $13.99 was it. And we'll see what happens this evening. Bull run. How's your Pepe doing? Right now, what I see on Crypto Bubbles is everything is kind of blah. Pepe's down 5, Bonk 4.8, Floki 4.2, WIF 3.7, Sheeb 4.6, Doge 6.3. So like all the big memes are just kind of down. Not a whole lot happening. Not a whole lot happening. And that's in the last day is what all that is. We go to the second page on the bubbles, and what do we see? We see more down. We see Popcat down. We see Mew down. I don't even see Brett anymore. Brett may have actually dropped to the third page. Is that what happened to Brett? Yeah, there's Brett down another 15. I told you guys to get out of Brett last week, remember? It's just free falling. Pups down, Degen down. So like Slurf down. So there's Trump. Yeah, Trump down. It's that one right there. So yeah, all the memes are down. Some will come back. I don't know if Brett's going to come back, but some will come back. Will Pepe come back? Very close to being a Pepe millionaire. I want to be a Dogecoin millionaire. That's what I want to be. Dogecoin millionaire. That's a good goal in life, right? To be a Dogecoin, to be a real Dogecoin millionaire. That'll be cool. Isaac, to the moon. To the moon. Good afternoon, Ryan. How are you? Doing good. Yeah, we're just kind of seeing what's going on with Doge here at 14 cents and whether we're gonna get a bounce and we're gonna come up, or are we just gonna kind of be stuck down here? Again, the volume is just non-existent right now in trading. Everything's really quiet. I mean, look, there's only like 50 of you guys here. It's like, There's no interest in crypto right now. Everyone's waiting and seeing what's going to happen. And you remember, over the past 2 months, I've been telling you guys, post-Bitcoin halving, right? We were going to see this. Big kind of excitement about the Bitcoin halving. And then once it happened, it was going to be like, eh. So, yeah. And here we are, just as predicted. So I bought more Dogecoin at $13.99 this morning. I had my limit order set and it hit this morning at $13.99 as predicted last week, if you guys were here and you heard me. And also I said it on my Saturday video, on my trading strategies video, and actually live, or while I was filming that video, set a limit order, and that limit order hit this morning too. That one was only 200 Doge. My other one for 15,000 Doge, that hit too. So I got more Dogecoin at $13.99. Now, could this drop lower? Sure, it could. But everything I was reading on the charts, everything I was looking at, told me don't buy Doge at 14. It's going to drop below. And it did this morning. And I will hold that Dogecoin for a long time. The Dogecoin eventually that I'll be skimming, right? Taking profits on, that's my older Dogecoin. Because again, I am not selling any crypto that I have held for less than a year because I don't want to pay that short-term capital gains tax. I want the long-term capital gains tax on my profits. And I want to save that extra 15%. I don't want the government to get all that. You know how much I talk about anti-government, anti-banks. Again, we got more to cover here today too. Anti-government, anti-banks. Now, I don't make a huge deal of it because I don't want them like knocking on my door saying, hey, Kriss, what are you talking about? No. I do it here with you guys, right? And, hey, Begston, how are you, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I started a little early today, so just so you could make it. Just so you could make it. Welcome. Welcome, Eric. Good to see you. Hong Kong ETF. Well, tomorrow is today in Hong Kong. So it's about 5 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong right now. 5? Might be. I'm not quite sure. It's close to 12-hour difference. And they're going to start trading in a few hours. ETFs. We will see. Ballrun says, if you knew how much I put in Pepe to become a millionaire, you would be laughing hard. Well, it takes money to make money, though, right? That's what they say. It takes money to make money. If you only put a few dollars in Pepe, it would be kind of hard to become a Pepe millionaire now, wouldn't it? Just like me and my Doge, right? I put a lot of money into Dogecoin to become a Dogecoin millionaire. But that's what it takes. To really make a change in your life and to be wealthy, you got to take risks. And I'm taking risks, putting a lot of money into crypto, but the rewards are a lot more money. A lot more money. And that's the difference that I wanted to make in me and my family's life. And I was willing to take that risk. So far, doing okay. Not great, but doing okay. But we got this lull, after the Bitcoin halving, just as I said was going to happen. And here we are. So this doesn't surprise me. Some of you guys, though, oh, Doge is just going down. It's going to go all the way down to 6 cents, and it's going to complete some big, stupid head and shoulders. 6 cents, really? Come on. Not 6 cents. Not 6 cents. Mr. USA. Over the weekend, had your heart attack about 44.6%, thinking all capital gains long-term would be taxed. You got to listen to me because I tell the real story. And I went in and I dug in and I found the information on what it is. You have to have an adjusted gross income of over $1 million. That's not including profits from investments for that 44.6% to apply to you. And last time I checked my salary, it's not $1 million. So this is the Democrats wanting to tax the rich. That's what that is. So we're good. And if you make $1 million of profit in investments, that's not going to be 44.6. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay. With X integration, SpaceX launches, Tesla using Doge, Shopify, all these catalysts together, ballpark range, where do you see the price going? It's all, you can't use the charts for all of that, Matt. If all of that happens, we're in discovery mode with Doge. The charts won't tell you. It's discovery mode. All-time highs. Price keeps going up. If all of that stuff happens, Matt, yeah. All it takes is X integration to get back to all-time highs. But you put Tesla on top of that, and you do a Shopify thing with that, look out. You're welcome, Bankston. I'm just hanging out here talking Doge, just like I did all through the bear market. And then we just had an early bull, and now there's a pullback, and people are getting frightened. I'm just like, guys, bigger picture here. To really make money in crypto, you got to have patience. Patience. And the patience comes by not freaking out. And if you can, continuing to DCA and buy on dips. That's it. That's it. I wonder how much of a difference taxes would be short-term, long-term if Trump gets reelected. I don't know if he'd really be changing that much. I don't think he'll be approving that 44.6 thing. I mean, he'll get rid of that first thing if that even passes, which I doubt it will. That's going to get stripped out of the budget. There's no way that's going to hold. But I imagine they would stay the same under Trump. SEC going after DEX wallets. I know. And I think that's going to continue. Because they can. We only have like 6 more months of Gary. We only have 6 more months. And then Gary's gone. Hopefully Hester gets the position of leading the SEC because she's pro-crypto. We all thought Gary was pro-crypto because he taught some class at MIT, right? He ended up siding with the banks and Congress people like Elizabeth Warren. Not good. I think Gary had his eyes set on Treasury Secretary after Yellen, right? And so he buddies up with the politicians instead of being true. I mean, he was really knowledgeable about crypto, but of course that then comes to the point where once he buddies up with the Congress people, because he knows a lot about crypto, he knows where the pain points are. So dumb. So dumb. Who's buying the dip? Inspector Crusoe asks, who's buying the dip? I am. When Lambo asks about total market cap, well, I mean, just do the math, right? If Doge goes to $1, let's just say $1, and there's 144 billion Dogecoin. So 144 billion would put it right here in third place, right after Bitcoin and Ethereum. That makes sense to me. Bitcoin, store of value, Ethereum, smart contracts, Doge, the actual cryptocurrency, the one used as a currency, because no one's spending their Bitcoin. But Doge, right there, that makes sense to me. And then Tether can be number 4 for the stable coin. That makes sense to me. So $1 Dogecoin. That's my target. Could it go higher? $1.50, $2? Sure, it could. But no one knows. Anyone who tells you they know and it's confirmed, right? $2 Dogecoin. No, it's not. Nobody knows. Could it be? Could we have $288 billion market cap for Doge with $2 Dogecoin? Sure. That'd still be in third. That's not unreasonable. If all of those things Matt talked about actually happen, that could be $2 Dogecoin. Yes. If all of that happens, the FOMO will kick in. Of course, you're going to have the shorters and like all those are going to come in. But yeah. Joseph bought my bag of Doge at like 003. Wow, nice. Yep. Yeah, that was 4 years ago, right? Early 2020. You could have gotten Doge at 003. Well, that's where I bought my Jasmy at 003. And now Jasmy's at like 1.8 cents. But I've got 003 Jasmy thinking that it'll do what Doge did. You never know. Japanese having a real tough time with their banks and their currency right now, though. So I don't know what's going to happen to Jasmy. But that's good. The 144 billion supply of Doge is not a lot if we think about it, particularly if it is going to be used as much as we think it is. Then yes, that is not a lot. Hey, Ron, how are you? What's your thoughts on Vitalik Smart Gas? I don't even know what that is. What is Vitalik Smart Gas? Vitalik Smart Gas. Oh, it's some stupid token. Hyper deflationary, powers entire ecosystem, whatever. No. I'm out on that. I'm not doing tokens like that. I thought Vitalik Buterin was actually doing something, but no. Miami, how are you? Just got my 1 million Doge. All right. Welcome to the club. Doge goes to $1. You're a Dogecoin millionaire. Average is 11 cents. What is the odds of it getting to 50 cents? And what am I talking about in a couple of hours? Well, now it's 5 o'clock. I started early again today, guys. We'll get there. $1 Doge at 153 billion. If there were 153 billion Dogecoin in circulation, that would be correct. CoinMarketCap is showing the circulating supply of Dogecoin to be 144 billion Doge. So $1 Doge would be a $144 billion market cap. If there's another site that's showing there's 153 billion Dogecoin in supply, then yeah, but I use CoinMarketCap and whatever they show. That's what I go by. So what's going on? All right, let's get into the news. Bitcoin falls below 63,000. Stagflation. What's this stagflation thing, right? Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana also fell as investors come to terms with the likelihood that the Fed won't cut interest rates anytime soon. So we have an FOMC meeting coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday is when Chair Powell will talk to us about looking for the data, waiting for more data, and they're not going to lower rates. As I predicted months ago, rates were still not going to be lowered in May. I predicted June. Now June's looking a little iffy. And in fact, there might not be any rate cuts this whole year, which is why there's fears of this stagflation going on, which would not be good. That would not be good. So, yes. What is stagflation? It's a mix of low economic growth and high inflation. So, and that's kind of what we got going on right now. It's like inflation is just not stopping. It's not coming down. Prices still going up. And the economy is not really growing. So that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. How do we get out of this? I think we just have to fight through until the presidential election in the United States. That's what it's going to take. And most likely it's looking, according to all the polls, that's going to be a change in leadership. Again, this is not a politics channel, but it does relate to finance. And with a change of leadership, we would then begin a new economic growth period in the United States. That is going to happen. So that plays into the whole 4-year cycle thing too with Bitcoin and crypto. Typically, we don't see a long extended down market in an election year because the current president wants to keep the economy looking as good as it can going into the election. So they're probably going to be printing more money, which, I mean, they already are, right? All the billions of dollars that just went for Ukraine funding, and that's just printing money. So that leads to inflation. So we have high inflation, but the only economic growth that's going on is where? Who's making money right now? Defense contractors, right? Because they're making tanks and missiles and all of that stuff, right? To send off to Israel and Ukraine and Taiwan. That's where the economic growth is right now. That's where all the money printing is going. It's not to us. They're not giving us any money. We're not getting any breaks, right? So, yeah, that's what we got right now. So, in thinking about that, we also have this new court filing showed that the SEC and Gary Gensler believed Ethereum was a security for at least a year. And if you listen to me, when we were talking about this, probably for the past year, I was also saying that it looked like Ethereum would be treated as a security. Now, why do I say that? I said that because Ethereum used to be a proof of work cryptocurrency. It had mining, everything was good, right? People building on Ethereum, but Ethereum was slow and high gas fees, right? And everyone was complaining about that. And Vitalik, I don't know, I guess he saw what Solana was doing and he's like, I need to compete against that. Otherwise, Solana is going to take me out, right? I think that's what it was. And so started working on this conversion of ETH from proof of work to proof of stake. And that happened. We had the merge, ETH 2.0, proof of stake cryptocurrency. Now, while ETH was a proof of work cryptocurrency, it did get approved for futures trading by the CFTC. And there has been futures trading in the United States on ETH. And that continued right through the merge to proof of stake. And through all of that, we also had all of these rumors about Dogecoin. And if Dogecoin was going to convert to a proof of stake cryptocurrency, because Vitalik made the comment that he thought that ETH and Dogecoin could become the number 1 and number 2 cryptocurrencies, surpassing Bitcoin. ETH being proof of stake, smart contracts, Dogecoin also proof of stake, but used as the currency, and he wanted to bridge them together. If you guys remember that whole talk of this ETH Doge bridge, that was Vitalik saying that just because he wanted ETH to succeed as a proof of stake cryptocurrency. But the Doge community said, no, we don't want this. We don't want this. There were a few that said yes because they wanted to put a cap on Doge and make the Doge price go up. That may or may not have happened. We don't know. But it's not going to happen, particularly now where things are, because Dogecoin is now seen as a commodity. It has futures trading, which on Coinbase in the United States, which seems to have started today. And so Dogecoin is just fine as a proof of work cryptocurrency, which is what I've been saying all along. Proof of work, miners, validating transactions on the blockchain, and let me turn that off. And that is what keeps Dogecoin's blockchain secure. So I don't know how this is going to play out. We have these applications for ETH spot ETFs. The first one has its final deadline about the 20th of May or something like that. It's looking like those most likely are not going to be approved. And one of them is a BlackRock. It's an IBIT, very similar to the Bitcoin one. And BlackRock doesn't want to take no as an answer. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But what's going to happen with ETH? I don't know. But we also have with Hong Kong, it's not only, there's spot crypto ETFs. It's not only Bitcoin, but there's an Ethereum one also that has been approved as a spot ETF in Hong Kong. Before the launch of spot cryptocurrency ETFs in Hong Kong on April 30th, the city's ETF market accounts for 0.6% of the entire US ETF market as of now. Very small percentage. What does this mean? Well, we don't know what the demand is yet. What is going to be the demand for Bitcoin and ETH ETFs in Hong Kong? That we don't know. We shall see. But there are some who have some guesses. Some have guesses. So in-kind crypto ETFs in Hong Kong versus cash create ETFs in the US. So it's done a little bit different. The in-kind, meaning that when ETF intermediaries want to make new ETF shares, they provide issuers with funds using actual cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So that means they can just transfer the Bitcoin. But if they don't already have the Bitcoin, they're going to have to buy it because they still have to have that backup of all of the Bitcoin that's held by the ETF. You still have to have reserve. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Now, this is not the first Ethereum ETF in the world. There are other countries that have them, including Canada. So, but there's just not a lot of cryptocurrency interest or trading going on up in Canada. So we have that as well. And also, for those thinking that this is going to be opened up to China, if you've heard me before, I've already known this. This isn't being opened up to China. Mainland China investors are not able to buy Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs. China prohibits citizens from any crypto-related activity. And that's probably not going to change. The Chinese have a way of working around it, though, and we'll see. They know how to get money out of the country if they need to, and do all sorts of other things. They're not just going to keep buying all their crappy, overpriced real estate in China. So we'll see. We will see. So that's kind of what's going on. Now, how much could this really be? Hong Kong, Bitcoin, and ETH ETFs could be poised to outshine US counterparts on launch day. Launch day is coming up in just a few hours. And I'm only talking about this again because this could make Bitcoin and Ethereum start going up in price, which will lift the whole crypto market up. And that could be starting in just a few hours. That would be cool. Wu Blockchain says the issuer told Wu Blockchain the issuance scale of Hong Kong's Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, which will be launched tomorrow at UTC +8, again, just a few hours from now, is expected to reach $200 to $300 million, the equivalent of that much money, exceeding the first day issuance of 125 million for the US. Is there really that demand? Upwards of twice the demand on day one of the Bitcoin spot ETFs in the United States. Could we really have that? I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be keeping my eyes glued to X Twitter and see what they say as this starts unfolding. We probably won't know for half a day to a day from now how much actually happened. But that could be. That could be. We'll see about that. Meanwhile, Dogecoin struggling for uptrend. Market sentiment has faded. I know there's a lot of you as well. Lost some faith in Doge, or you're just wanting the price to go down so you can buy more cheap Dogecoin. You had your chance. What's Dogecoin doing now? Struggling again, right at 14 cents. It looks like we just had another $13.99 dip right there. Just happened. Another $13.99 dip. For those just joining that weren't here earlier, my $13.99 limit order hit this morning. So I bought more Dogecoin, 15,000 Doge. And then I had a second one, which was 200 Doge that hit. Another $28 worth. But the $2,000 one, that hit. So I was able to scoop up more Dogecoin at the price I predicted a week ago that this dip was going to happen to $13.99, and it has. And now it's hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's hit 5 times. But it's not going lower. It's not going lower yet. So it's going to take more than that because people are buying it. A lot of people must have buy orders set at $13.98, $13.99 because Doge is not dropping lower. If this keeps bouncing, though, eventually it's going to take out all of those orders and eventually it's going to go lower. We've seen that happen before, too. If there's not anything exciting that gets this thing moving back up and out of this range here, that could happen. And is that going to be Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin going to eventually come back over 63,000 and move up to 64K? We'll be watching for that, as well as Ethereum getting above 3,200, which is up here, which is where it just was before that sell-off happened on Sunday. And we'll be watching whether ETH makes its move up. So keeping our eyes glued to that. So Dogecoin, yep, the sentiment isn't great right now. We'll be waiting and see. Again, we've got the relative strength index down. We've got MACD still in the red, but it's close to flipping over to green. It's almost close to flipping over to green now. It's a delicate balance in market sentiment, with the RSI hovering, it's just below the 50 level. And MACD shows a mix of bullish and bearish signals, leaving the next direction somewhat uncertain. Again, it's like, what's the next move going to be? That's what we're waiting to see. Here's what Kevin says on X. This is Kevin Capital. We're currently seeing all of this play out. What is playing out? It's this. Unfortunately, Dogecoin could not get the bounce back week we were looking for and is now closing its lowest weekly candle in almost 2 months. A retest of 12.5 to 13 cents seems likely. That's what his target is down here, 12.5 to 13 cents. I'm holding this 14 line, and like Samuel says, Hong Kong, don't let us down. I'm looking for that Hong Kong pump to happen tonight. Hong Kong pump, guys. That's what I want to see. Dogecoin's resilience redefines crypto. Are meme coins becoming a legitimate asset class? Doge, of course, being the #1 meme. But as we were looking on Crypto Bubbles, right? We've got 5 in the top 100. Pepe, Bonk, With, Floki, and Sheeb are the other 5. I call them meme tokens, though, those 5. Dogecoin is the only meme coin. These other 5 are meme tokens, but they've grown large enough to be in the top 100 cryptocurrencies. They've got huge followings, huge communities. A lot of people have already made a lot of money on them, but a lot of new investors have bought into them, and they want to make money too. I'm not totally against meme tokens, but it does kind of take away from Doge. So that part of me is like, you know, if it wasn't for those stupid Sheebs and others, right, all of that money would have gone into Dogecoin, and Doge would be at a higher price now. I like to think that. But there is competition, and not only from those, but all the new ones that are being made, and all people who think that they can become instant millionaires buying the next token that's going to go to the moon. So there is a lot of that going on. But are meme tokens an asset class? Are they an asset class? So we can go to CoinMarketCap and we can say, look at the categories here. And there is a category for memes. Where'd it go? Where's the memes? Memes. Oh, they're doing all this base stuff now. Oh, I lost the memes. I was all set up to go to the memes. Memes. I guess they're a little out of favor right now. I mean, how can they be less popular than Kronos or algorithmic stablecoins? Well, I don't know what happened to them. We were just looking at them last week. Stablecoin. It used to be right here. Don't know what happened. We can do a search. Meme Okay, so that's just going to search. That's just going to search into these. Yeah. Well, that's not going to get where I want to go. Oh, well. Anyway, we do have 6 in the top 100, and we've got a lot more with a lot more interest into them. Are they their own asset class, though? I don't know. Are they a legitimate asset class? I think there's enough trading going on with memes that it is kind of a big deal. Yes. Brings a lot of new people into the space. But most of the meme trading, in my opinion, are people who are already in crypto that just go start, finding other ways to make money into these different memes. They're not bringing in new people into crypto. Doge is the one that does bring new people into crypto, though. And a lot of you, I know, that was your first cryptocurrency you bought was Dogecoin. So why is Dogecoin the best crypto to buy now? Again, this is the title, right, of today's live stream here. Right? Why is Dogecoin the best crypto to buy now? Well, I can give you one answer. What do you think that is? Why is Dogecoin the best crypto to buy now? Sure, great community, dogs and memes. It's fun. And it has the possibility to take over the concept of money. That's why I think it's the best. Again, why was Bitcoin made, right? Bitcoin was made to go against the banks. Right? The coolest. Yeah, Bankston says Doge is coolest. Yep. But here's what I posted today. The banks control your money. That's why we Dogecoin. The banks. Slow transactions worldwide. How long does it take to wire someone money from one country to another? Right? And how much does that cost? High fees. Right? And you don't have your money. You think your money is sitting in the bank? No, it isn't. They take your money and they use it to make money off your money. They don't have it. Right? Everything, the bank even, look, the government can see, in the United States, the government can see everything in your bank account, right? They know everything in your bank account. They have eyes on everything. Look at Dogecoin. Fast transactions worldwide. A minute at the most for that transaction to be confirmed. Low fees. Fractions of Doge is all it takes. Fractions of Doge to send large amounts of Dogecoin anywhere in the world. You are your own bank. You put your Doge in a wallet, you own it. You're your own bank. You have control over your money. You can do direct transactions peer-to-peer, can send worldwide over the internet. Those transactions can not only be peer-to-peer, they can be peer-to-company, right? Like to Tesla, right? To buy the cyber whistle, like I showed, right? It actually works as money. What Bitcoin was supposed to be, Dogecoin now is. Because Bitcoin is the store of value, and everyone just wants to hold on to their Bitcoin. They don't want to use their Bitcoin as currency, right? Because Bitcoin is scarce, right? It's becoming even scarcer after this most recent Bitcoin halving, right? So But Doge, 10,000 new Doge, like clockwork, every minute. 10,000 new Dogecoin. Like a currency. It actually works as a currency. Inflationary, yes, but it's decreasing inflation over time because it's 10,000 Dogecoin, and it will be in 100 years. It'll still be 10,000 new Dogecoin. So as there's 144 billion Doge now, next year there'll be 147 or 140, whatever that number is, right? But it's be 10,000 new Dogecoin every minute, paid to the miners, right? For securing the blockchain, validating all the transactions, which keeps Dogecoin safe and secure. That's how it works. It works. That's why Dogecoin is the best. Now, can you make a lot of money on Dogecoin? Yes, you can. You can also make a lot of money, but I like to think of it more as this opportunity to buy Dogecoin now at a low price and then use it as a currency in the future when the price is much higher. And that gives you that additional buying power. 5 times, 10 times, whatever it's going to be. Right now it's 14 cents. If you bought Dogecoin at 14 cents, Dogecoin goes up to $1.40. You have 10 times the buying power with that Dogecoin. 10 times. So something that costs $20 would actually only cost you $2 because you bought that Dogecoin at 14 cents. When the price on the street at that time becomes $1.40, that is buying power, is what that is, buying power. Now, do you have to pay a little tax on the profit of that? Yes, you do. Right, so there's a little tax. That's what the United States is, though, right? It's all about taxes. Tax, 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 right? Which is the whole funny because the American Revolution was all about the colonists being overtaxed by the king. And now here we are, American citizens, being overtaxed by our own government. Crazy. But that's where we are. That's why I think Dogecoin is the best cryptocurrency. For all of those reasons, all wrapped into one. I've noticed more and more people putting up charts showing $25 Doge. Yeah. Toss. People don't know. That's okay. They can just be dumb. You picked up more Doge on the dip. Feel good about it? Yep, here it is. $13.99 again. $13.99. Ryan's like, I'm going to buy one more. All in. One more Doge. One more Doge. I know, that's Robinhood, Alex. That's what Robinhood does. To buy at $13.9, the price has to be $13.8. That's just how Robinhood works. So if Doge drops down to $13.8, you'll get your $13.9 Dogecoin on Robinhood. So that's just how Robinhood works. But there's no fee, but you pay. It's a little bit. You don't get the best price. But yeah, if Doge goes down to $13.8, you'll get your $13.9 Dogecoin limit order filled. That's about what it'll take. So we'll see. Bankston made money on sheep, sold, and then bought more Doge. It's a good way to do it. A good way to accumulate more Doge. Joseph, waiting for 10 cents now. You've given up on that 8-cent Doge, and now you're 10 cents. I still think you're going to have that cash just sitting there, unused. 10-cent Doge. You had your chance a couple months ago. Armando? Buenas tardes. Many people say that Dogecoin will reach $2. What do you think? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. We talked about that earlier on the stream. It could. Again, in the top cryptocurrencies, Dogecoin has a $144 billion market cap. And if Dogecoin hits $2, that means its market cap would be $288 billion, which isn't even what Ethereum already is. So that would put Dogecoin right here in third place. That makes sense to me. Will it hit $2? That, if anybody tells you with certain it's going to hit $2, they're guessing just like anybody else. We don't know. We don't know. Because Doge is the coolest. Right. Coinbase doesn't have first in, first out. How do you sell the old first? I just do it on my own spreadsheets. I don't do what Coinbase says. I just do it on my spreadsheet. First in, first out, regardless of what Coinbase says it is. I have each of my purchases on my spreadsheet, and I do first in, first out. Bitcoin is gold. Doge is currency. Exactly. The fractional reserve banking. That's right. Where is your money? Don't know. It's not at the bank. Your money is not at the bank. Joseph reminds everyone, hit the likes. Appreciate that. Thank you. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button too. Appreciate it. We're building a nice community here again, and Dogecoin is going to do great things. You want to hear more about Doge, subscribe, get your notifications on. I do just about every day something about Doge now, sometimes twice a day, like today. There's a lot building for Doge right now. Even though market sentiment is low, there's a lot building. Jason, Dogecoin revolution will free us from taxes. I wish. I wish. Not in the United States. No. They want their piece of the pie. Hold strong, gang, Bulldozer says. Jose, currently holding, buying Doge, Sheeb, Near, and Jasmy. That's a good portfolio. That's good. We don't know what's going to happen with Jasmy. The Japanese, just their currency is just falling like it did back in 1990. It's not good. They got some real problems over there. And Jasmy is a Japanese-based cryptocurrency. So, yeah, we'll see about that. Hope for the future, though, and hope it grows. Because I've got a nice bag of Jasmy, too, and I want it to do well. Bulldozer, had to sell a little. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Did Russia take away cryptocurrency? I don't know. I don't know what Russia did with, and even if they did, people who want crypto will find a way around it. They'll use their VPNs and they'll get around it. Just like we do here, just like the Chinese will probably do as well. They're going to get around it. No, Robinhood does not charge a fee. They don't charge a fee. They just don't give you the price that you want. And particularly when the volume is really high, it gets hard to buy and hard to sell. So yeah, that's a problem with Robinhood. But there's no fee. No fee. Looks like Doge is not going to drop lower than 13.9 right now. We're waiting for Hong Kong. What's going to happen in Hong Kong? Are we going to see this take off? Alex wants to learn how to short, and you've come to the wrong place for that. We are a short free zone here. There's no shorting going on, particularly with Dogecoin. We don't want people shorting Dogecoin. I've never shorted. Again, I'm an optimistic person to begin with. Even in a bear market, I just can't. Could I make money shorting? Sure. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. You want to short Pepe? Again, now is not the time to be shorting. We are in the beginnings of a bull market. You do not want to be shorting in a bull market. Could you make money shorting Pepe? Maybe, but you could also get liquidated like that. One jump in the price, gone. I mean, we can go to CoinGlass here and we can see what's going on, right? Liquidation data. Here's live liquidation data. We can see what's going on. Come down here and let's take a look. In the past hour, let's see if they've got a Pepe. Yeah, they got Pepe right there. Yeah, just in the last 40 minutes so far, long liquidations because the price is going down, none on the short, but the hour before, $18,000 on Binance. Liquidated, squeezed, because Pepe went up last hour. This is where you'll be. You're going to be a victim, shorting or longing. I mean, look at this big candle right there on the 27th of April, $236,000 liquidated in shorts. You're going to be a victim, Alex. Don't do it. You want to lose your money? Right. 99% of the people here believe in the strategy, which is DCA, buy and hold, wait for the big gains that are going to come. That's how you make money in crypto. Shorting, you might get lucky once and get a short-term gain, but then you're going to try it again and you're going to get liquidated and you're going to lose it all. And then, I mean, there's stories after stories after stories of people who just lose it all. Gambling, either leveraged longs or shorting. So be careful out there, guys. I've done swing trading, I've done day trading, and now it's like, no. I've lost out on opportunities because of that. You don't get liquidated doing that, but if you're out of your position and the price goes up, that means you're chasing it at a higher price, and you lose out on coins that way. Patience, which I said earlier in the stream, patience. To be truly successful in cryptocurrency, patience. And Raul Paul says this all the time. Don't F it up, guys. Wealth changing times are coming. The scarcity of Bitcoin, the institutions buying in, price is going to go up. Is that a guarantee? No, it's not, but I'm betting on it. I've got a lot in this game, but I'm not playing games. DCAing, buying and holding. Bought more Dogecoin this morning. Picked it up at my market, or my limit order hit $13.99 this morning. It just all adds up. It all piles up. So when the whole market does take off, which I've been saying, when is that going to happen? When have I been saying that? This fall. I know it's going to be hard, right? It's going to be hard. I got to wait till the fall. Well, yeah. To make money, you got to wait. But that doesn't stop you from accumulating during these accumulation periods, which is where we are right now. Is the price going to go down? Maybe. Hector thinks it's going to go down to 11 cents. I don't think so. It could. Jonathan asks, how much Doge should a person have to be okay in the future? And what I say to you, Jonathan, is it depends on your financial position. Some people have a different financial position than others. So how many Doge makes a difference in your life is different than how much it will make in somebody else's life. Plus, you also need to know there's risks. So risks in investing in cryptocurrency. So you don't know how low it can go. There's people who truly believe 11 cent, 10 cent, 8 cent Doge. Could it happen? Sure, it could. Will it? I think the odds are pretty low on that. I think we're past that. The charts to me look like we're past that. The history in the 4-year cycles tells me we're way past that. So that's up to you. Sterling says, I sold at a loss, bought back in. To me, seems like I lost, but I'm still losing the same amount. Got back in at 14 cents. Well, you're back in the game, Sterling. You're back in the game at 14 cents. And we're looking to see what happens with Hong Kong. We're looking to see what happens as more institutions then start buying back in with expectations that the whole cryptocurrency market is going to turn around and go up. And then you'll be in profit. Then you won't be selling at a loss. When does the Hong Kong ETF start? In a few hours. In a few hours, they start selling. Japan just needs to make Jasmy the currency backed by Bitcoin. Yes, that'd be awesome. I would love it. I got a big bag of Jasmy. I would love that. I'm already up like 4 or 5x on my Jasmy. But I want to be more. I'm getting a little greedy there. But it's still early in the cycle, so I can still be a little greedy. That's funny, Bora. Teach him how to short Pepe so it pushes Pepe up so you can become a Pepe millionaire faster. Brian thinks Doge is going to go to 25 cents next run. Yeah, next leg up, back into the 20s. Yeah, 22 cents would be my target. Again, on the daily chart, that's where we were right here, 22 cents. So if Doge trades back up to 22 cents, we'll be right back where we were just about a month ago. For those that weren't here earlier in the stream, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7 straight days of red candles. I went back and I looked, scrolled back 2 years, and I did not find any 7-day period of Doge where it was 7 red candles in a row. So yeah, market sentiment in Doge is down. We look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin had this one green right here that broke it up, but not Doge. Doge was red on that one. So yeah, I can understand people a little scared, right? Is this going to continue? Well, we'll see if this turns around. And there's a possibility that could happen tonight. Yeah, and Brian, you're right. The percent down isn't that much. These are small candles. These aren't the big candles we had here. Remember, end of February into March, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 8 green candles in a row right there. And that took the price of Doge all the way from 8.5 cents all the way up to 18 cents. That was a huge gain in the price. Let's see what that was percentage-wise. 113%. These 7 candles down, what is that? That's 12%. 118% up, 12% down. That's a net add, I would say. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alex, you lost your nano ledger. So do you have your seed phrase? If you have your seed phrase written down somewhere, then you just get another ledger and then you recover. Instead of starting a new wallet, you recover. You don't have your seed phrase. Oh, now I see why you want to short Pepe. You're in trouble. You don't remember. Dude. Yeah, I feel bad for you, but that's just one of those things you've got to know about crypto wallets. You got to write it down. You take a piece of paper and you take a pen. You don't put it into your phone. You don't type it on a computer. You get a piece of paper, you get your pen, you write down the 12 words, you put it someplace safe. That's how you save your seed phrase. You don't try to remember the words because, just like you said, you don't remember. So that's tough. I hope you didn't have too much on there. That's all I can say, because it's not recoverable. It's not recoverable. So sorry, dude. Bull Run's upset with Bitcoin right now. Contacting them won't get you anything, Alex. Unfortunately, there's nothing they can do. If you didn't subscribe and pay for their recover service, nothing you can do. They can't help you. Screenshot this, Brad. And Brad said, everybody take a screenshot of this. Everybody screenshot this. Doge will be over $1 by July. Everybody get your screenshot? Okay. Inspector, finish filling the April 13th wick and bounce off the March 20th order block. April 13th wick. Oh yeah, that's that one. That went down to 13.2. 13.2 was that wick. And March 20th. Well, that's down at 12.4. You think we're going to revisit that? Well, that's my purple line right there. That's that 12.4 line. I think we were on I think we were doing a live stream last week, and I drew that purple line right there at 12.4. And I guess that's when I said if this breaks below 14 cents, we would be looking at 12.4. So yeah, that is what that is. Naima, this is TradingView right here. That's what this is called. You can go to tradingview.com, tradingview.com, and you can see all these same charts. I don't pay for any extra services or anything on TradingView. This is just the basic free. And you can draw your own lines and make your boxes and do your circles and all that, whatever you want to do to start charting. It's always a good thing to know how to do. So yeah, tradingview.com. There are others when you can do this stuff on, but TradingView is probably the most popular one. It's the one I've been using for years. You can not only look at crypto, but you can look at stocks too. You can go to stocks. We can take a look and see how Tesla did today. For those that don't know, that Tesla wrecked a lot of shorts today. Yeah, boom. Big up. Big up for Tesla today. Wrecked a lot of shorts. Nice. I happen to own a bag of Tesla as well, and I want it to go back up. Get back over $200. Didn't quite make it today. Hit up to 198. Didn't quite get 200. But there's a lot of people shorting Tesla still. Just don't bet against Elon. Don't bet against Elon. Subway. I can't take this anymore. All my money down the drain. Oh no. Patience is hard. Patience is so hard. I would love to say this is going to go up to $1 tomorrow. I would love to say that, but no, unfortunately, I can't. It's because that's not going to happen. Patience, my friends. Patience. We will make it. But you can't lose faith. And you got to hold on and keep accumulating. Meet Kevin was giddy about Tesla today. So was James at Invest Answers. Yep. Yeah. A W for Tesla. Absolutely. Two only good. Every day. Doge. Yes, JS. How you doing? Yeah. You can bet against Elon's timelines. I know. Elon isn't really good at meeting schedules. That's for sure. But he eventually gets around to doing what he says. That's the amazing part. He eventually gets around it. Patience. I may get my 12.88 cent Doge opportunity, but I'm not waiting. Meaning you're not going to wait till it hits, because it might not. This 13.9 could be it. I don't know. I bought at 13.9. I like I showed you on my charts. I have this position 13.9. That was my limit order set. It hit this morning. I'm good. Could it go lower? Could it go to 12.4? Maybe. But right now, it's not looking like it. There's like no volume trading. It's like volume is practically non-existent. These are like the bots trading against each other now. That's all you got. You need a bottom. Could have already hit it. Like I'm saying. Dogecoin was at 15 cents, and I said it's dropping to 13.9. And it did. 13.99 right there. And now it's hit it 5 times. That's on the short view, that's pretty solid support right there. That's pretty solid. Bitcoin may sit below 74K through the whole summer. Be ready. And that is the 100% truth right there. Some say sell in May, go away. That's usually a stock market kind of thing, because the stock market usually doesn't do any big bull runs over the summer. But crypto tends to kind of, I mean, crypto's had some good months, like month of July has been good in the past with crypto. We'll take a look at that at another time. But yeah, we could be sitting through sideways action here through the summer. This is why I say patience, because it's going to take that patience to get to the fall when I think things are really going to take off. Hey, Joel, my wife told me I was an idiot for buying a ton of Doge the other day. Called me an idiot again today. I said, yeah, but at least I own a ton of Dogecoin. That's good. Yep. My family knows that I'm into this whole thing, but they don't believe it. They're kind of like, they shrug their shoulders, right? They know I'm having my fun. And they know like what could be, but I don't think they believe it. So we don't talk too much about it. I just come here and I talk to you guys. Because you guys know what I'm talking about. They're just like, yeah, whatever, Dad. Whatever. Fam will believe it in a year. Yeah, right. They will. I think they play off of my positivity enough to know that, like, I truly believe this is going to happen. But at the same time, they think I'm just like filling my time like for something to do because I'm bored. So there's some of that too. It's DCA. Buy every day, every 10% drop, but we need a shakeout. Typically there are, and we did just see, that certainly that big tail there, that big wick we had on the 13th. Again, but that was that Iran-Israel war thing, right? That was going on. And so there was fear in the market. So there was something behind that. And it just traded right back up to 16 cents after that. Now it's just sort of drifted down to 14 cents. Post Bitcoin halving, like I told you guys, that was going to happen. And it's just like the sentiment is kind of blah right now. Volumes tick down. There's just everyone's kind of waiting now. We're all kind of waiting. No, I don't see a bear flag. Not really, because again, we've already hit these levels. So, I mean, you could kind of look at maybe sort of this sort of this downward wedge kind of thing. We're not even hit that. You could manufacture some kind of wedge like that, right? But it's not a flag. It's not been a true flag kind of thing. So, yeah. Yeah, Brad, 2 months from now, you won't care if you bought it 16, 14, or 12 cents. It'll be a rounding error. I like that. It'll be a rounding error. That's what I think. I don't think it's going to be 2 months, though. I think it's going to be a little more than that. I have patience. I would love for it to go up faster, and I'd love for you to be right. But everything I see, everything I hear just points to it taking a little longer than that. DCA as long as it retraces 10%. BTC EFT for Hong Kong tonight. They're capped at 1 billion overall. I didn't see that. Capped at a billion? I did not see that. This is just comparing. This is the in-kind part. This is the spot ether part. This is the mainland China part. According to Wang, Hong Kong's spot crypto ETFs are well suited to collect $1 billion in assets under management. $1 billion is pretty good. Yeah, that's the outlook. It doesn't say it's capped though. But that's the outlook. $1 billion is that's pretty good. That's $1 billion going into Bitcoin and Ethereum that aren't in there today. I'll take that. Bitcoin's actually going up now. We're starting to see a little movement up. Four years from now, there's nobody forecasting Doge to hit $13. That there's no such thing, JS. Somebody's dreaming Doge will hit $13, but there's nothing behind that forecast. There's no numbers behind it. I'm not buying any more dips. Everything may go lower. Not taking my chances. You already have a ton of crypto. Yeah, I'm just buying little bits. Again, this morning was just, I do this kind of thing just to play out my own charting, right? My own predictions. And I said, last week when Doge was up at over 15 cents, I was like, it's going to drop to 13.9. And I'm going to put a limit order and I'm going to buy some at 13.99. I said that a week ago and I said it and it hit. Consolidation is healthy, probably longer than 2 months. That's what I think as well. Same. After my last buy, probably won't buy anymore unless it goes quite a bit lower. Unless I get more liquidity. Wouldn't we all like to have more liquidity, right? I'd love to have more liquidity. All of my liquidity, though, is all locked up in this. Patience, waiting. Like Ryan says, patience kings, waiting. King, patience, y'all. Y'all getting my message? I think you are. Will the market reflect the Hong Kong ETF stuff tonight? We'll be able to see it happening. Don't know. They've got this thing called in-kind, and I'm not completely sure what that means. This in-kind crypto ETF. I don't know what exactly that means. Unlike US spot Bitcoin ETFs, Hong Kong spot crypto ETFs will be in-kind created, meaning that when an ETF intermediaries want to make a new ETF share, they provide issuers with funds using actual cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So, I mean, somebody's got to be buying the Bitcoin at some point in time to make these new ETF shares. There needs to be the underlying asset of Bitcoin. So somebody's buying it either way. But I don't know what that means in terms of what we're actually going to see on a daily basis. I don't know. Yeah, this is a good solid floor right here at 14 cents. And I've had this blue line at 14 cents on here for weeks, if you guys remember. I put this down weeks ago. And here we are. We need everyone to transfer their money from other meme coins back into Dogecoin. I like that, Alex. Let's do that. We can start with bull run. Would you be the first bull run? Transfer your money out of Pepe back into Dogecoin. If bull run starts, we can follow. I got time for the Celtics. I got time. Doesn't start till 7:30 here, and it's only 6. So we got time. Celtics to take out the heat. Don't sell. So JS, I am going to take some profits. I am selling the rest of my cryptocurrency. And if you've been listening to me, you know I've got 25 different cryptos. I've got a wide portfolio, diversified into a bunch of stuff. Out of those 25 cryptos, I'm selling 23 of those cryptos in their entirety, including ETH. I'm going to sell it all. That is all profit. The Bitcoin and Doge, I'm going to treat differently. The Bitcoin would probably be one of the last I sell if I sell any of it. I may hold on to it. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin, but I've got enough that it's worth holding on to. And Doge, I will be taking some profit on Doge. I am not going to hold all of my millions of Dogecoin through another bear market. And if 2026 is indeed another bear market, I'm not holding all of my Doge through it. For those that don't remember or don't know, these are the 4-year cycles. Got them sitting right here waiting. And it's like every 4 years, there's a dip. Happened in 2014, dip. Happened in 2018, dip. Happened in 2022. We all remember 2022, right? That was a tough year, dip. What's 4 years after that? 2026. I am not holding all of my Dogecoin through 2026. I am taking profit. What percentage of my overall stash of Dogecoin? I don't know. We'll see what's happening with Dogecoin at the time. If Dogecoin goes on some crazy run up over $2 or something, I may take a little bit bigger percentage profit, a little bigger percentage slice. But I will be layering out, we'll be talking about that in the fall, how we actually dollar cost average out, JS, how we layer out. I'm not going to sell all my Dogecoin. I'm never going to sell all my Dogecoin. But I'm not holding all of it through another bear market. Will that actually happen in 2026? We don't know. There's been 3 in a row every 4 years. I'm just betting on there's going to be another one in 2026. So I will be selling some of my Dogecoin. Probably a little bit of my Bitcoin. But everything else, I'm selling. All my Jasmine, selling. All my Algorand, selling. I'm selling it all. Not going to hold through another bear market. But that's just me. That's just me. Oh, Alex, you can't listen to Matt. Can't listen to that guy. I hope you didn't join his Patreon. Because that's all he's about. Yeah, Bull Run says run away. Yeah, well, he's not even doing the videos anymore. He's making more money on X, just posting other people's content. Whatever the latest thing is, whatever's controversial, he's just stealing people's stuff and reposting. He's making money doing it. Whatever. As long as it keeps him away from Dogecoin, I'm fine. And he's probably not shilling his other tokens anymore. So it keeps him away from that too, which keeps people from Alex from losing more money. So Hey, if Matt wants to make all of his money on X, doing all of that conspiracy theory crap posting, fine. Keeps him away from crypto. Awesome. Love it. Go do that, Matt. You and Diana both. Just keep doing that stuff. Stay away from crypto. I'm good. I am good. It's good to have a plan. JS keeping 55% of his Doge. See, I have a plan too. I just don't know what that percentage is. It might be 50%. I don't know. I don't know what it is yet. Again, it depends on what's going on at the time. If you become a Pepe millionaire, you might buy some Doge. Sergio's got some cash sitting on the sidelines waiting for that 12 cents. All right, I hope we get a real quick dip. Hope you have a limit order set so we can pick up your order and then come right back up. I don't want Doge hanging out at 12 cents for a long period of time. But that may not happen either. That may not happen. We're starting to see some move up right here after this fifth dip at $13.99 right there. Bitcoin back up over 63K. BTC, ETH, and Doge. That's a good trio to own. Number 1, number 2, and number 3 cryptocurrencies right there. That's all you need. That's all you need. Hong Kong needs to actually buy the crypto with cash, unlike BlackRock. So we should see an influx of new buys instead of transfers between wallets. Well, they said they can transfer, Patrick. That's what I just read. They said that they can transfer. They can provide issuers with funds using actual cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But somebody has to have that Bitcoin. And if they don't have it now, then they need to buy it. So I think it's going to be a mix. That's what I think. It's going to be a mix. TOS. DCA, ETH, BTC, Doge monthly spread, $100 or so into 1 or 2 alts for fun. Bags are full. I'm broke. I know. Crypto rich and cash poor, right? Crypto rich, cash poor. That's how I am too. I go to the grocery store and I like find all the deals, right? Buy what's on sale, right? Go through the app, right? And find what the weekly deals are. And I buy those, right? Every little bit. Every little bit. It all adds up. Yeah, I do that. I can afford to buy all the stuff, right, at full price, but why should you do that? Buy what's on sale, right? With the app, right? Clip the little app coupons, digital coupons, right? Save a lot of money that way. That's how millionaires are made. Exactly. That's how Walmart, the Waltons, that's how they got so rich, is they all had cheap houses. They didn't have like big mansions. They didn't have like all this stuff, right? They just kept it low and they just made tons of money. So that's what I'm doing. Same thing, which allowed me to buy 15,000 more Doge this morning because I didn't have this money, right? If I had spent it all on stuff. So yeah, I went to Florida last week, had a nice little vacation. You got to do something, right? But that didn't cost me much money. I wasn't in a big fancy hotel right on the beach. It was a couple blocks off the beach, right? Save some money there. That was all right. You got to live. And we're seeing some nice movement up. Nice movement up. Dollar cost average. Yeah, run away from Matt. Unsubscribed. Awesome. Good move. Yep, Hector, we're starting to move up. We're seeing the green candles right now. 3 years ago was the last time you saw his video. Yeah. Matt's a trigger. I know, isn't he? Ugh. He had a big following. He would come on and he would do like a 10-minute live stream and he would say absolutely nothing but Doge going to the moon. And that's it. And the rest of it was him pumping his Patreon and whatever other tokens he was shilling. And that's it. People fell for that. Sorry, Alex. No, didn't mean any harm in that. But people who should have known better were just taken in by him. And that's how he made a lot of money. And that was all it was about. It was all about him making money. That's all he cared about. I want all of us to make money. That's what I want. All of us to make money. Which is why I just tell it like it is, right? Dogecoin is not going to the moon tomorrow, guys. Matt would never say that. Yeah, Tedward. See, this is the chance, right? This is the chance that he has. Imagine waiting for 12 cents instead of 14 and then to see Doge go up to 50 cents because you've got this big limit order set at 12 cents or something lower, and instead it goes the other way. That's why you DCA. That's what DCAing is all about. You just buy whatever the price is. Buy on the dips, whatever. I know, Alex, right? Matt turned out to be the enemy of the community. I know. He's what they call a pariah on X with the Doge community. All against him. Crash Coin thinks 12 cents is off the table. Am I going to pick up golf? Well, Toss, my retirement, I may start toying around with golf. We'll see. I just don't have the time. Plus, I like hanging out with you guys. And I can only hang out with you guys if I put all the time in like I do, preparing everything. And, you know, it takes a bit of work doing this. Golf. Who knows? Pi cycle indicator has been support in Doge bull markets, has predicted every bull market top. That's true. It has. And we are nowhere near a bull market top right now, according to the Pi cycle indicator. For those wondering, Pi cycle indicator. Look into Bitcoin. We'll go to lookintobitcoin.com and we'll go into our charts and we'll search and we'll just call it Pi cycle. Pi cycle top indicator. Look at that. Here we are. Okay, this is a logarithmic scale and it's looking at Bitcoin price going all the way back to 2012. And basically, there are two moving averages here. There's a 350-day and the 111-day moving average. And so, when there's a crossover, when the 111-day crosses over the 350, it's a top. Now, there was a premature top in this first cycle here. It happened twice. First in 2013, in April, Bitcoin's price was $109. $109. And then it did it again in late 2013, right here. What was that? November 23rd, where Bitcoin went up to just to about $1,000 right there. Well, if you had sold here, yeah, that's tough. If you had sold at like $180, you would have missed that run up to 1,000. But since then, it's only happened twice. It happened when late 2017, when Bitcoin went up to 20K. Looks like it hit it probably at about 16 or 17K, not quite 20, yeah, 17. And then it hit it again here in 2021. This was actually the first run when Bitcoin came up to 64K. It looks like it hit at about 56 or 59, 58. Didn't quite hit it all the way at 64, but close enough. When Bitcoin fell off back down to 32 and then ran up to 69K, which was its all-time high in November, there wasn't a cross, but it hit the first one. So here we are again. Is the 111 going to pass over the 350? It's going to take a while for that to happen. That's the pi cycle top indicator. It's just two moving averages. When is one going to cross over the other? That's what he's talking about. Deanne's waiting for Doge to go down to 8 cents. Even though you said 0.8. I know what you mean. You mean 8 cents. I told my wife how many SHIB tokens 1 penny would buy, and then told her that pile of change in the car is SHIB and Doge money wasting away. Yeah. You can be accumulating. You can be accumulating. Hey, on my other account, I had, and it's the one I did in my Saturday video, I had $34 of USD. And so I did a limit order to buy 200 Dogecoin at $13.99, total of $28. And that hit this morning too, same time, right there, $13.99. So yes, I bought $28 of Dogecoin in one of my accounts. 200 Doge right there. It all adds up. Even 200 Doge, it adds up. You want to watch me and Daryl? Daryl's fun. I like Daryl. We comment on each other's videos every now and then. He's very positive. Sometimes he exaggerates a little bit, but he's a lot of fun. I have 1 million Doge. What should I do? Oh, no. Going to spend half the month in New York and Connecticut. Well, you're pretty close to me. Freon, Texas, Armando. I spend all my cash on crypto. Don't even keep extra cash in my bank account at all. A few bucks for spending money. Yeah, so what I've been doing is I've been transferring into Robinhood and getting that 5% on gold because I have Robinhood Gold. That's what I've been doing. Taking it out of the bank. Just moving it into Robinhood. So all the extra money I make, the little bits I make off my other side businesses, not a lot, but it still keeps rolling in. And I just moved on to Robinhood. It's tempting, though, to buy more, though, isn't it? It's tempting to buy more. But I keep that liquid. The last I saw, he's wanting people to invest $50,000 to try and turn it into $1 million. Oh, God, I hope people didn't send him $50,000 or invest $50,000 into something. God, I hope not. Well, thanks, Investigates. Appreciate it. We have a good time here. Again, keeping it real. That's what we do. Do I think Doge is going to go to $1 today? Ha! What do you think? So much for the pi cycle indicator, according to Ryan. I love doing this, Toss. Remember, guys, buy more for less and sell less for more. That's true. Yeah, don't fear crypto. See you, Bull Run. Have a good night. You have some gold too? There's nothing wrong with owning some gold. Hector, nothing wrong with that. Particularly if there's a war that comes up, gold is it's a good hedge against that. There's enough going on in the world where that might be all right. What do you guys think? Think we've seen enough of $13.99 and it's time to just move up? That's what it looks like is happening right now. We're just moving up, guys. Hit the like button, Jason says. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Look at that, up to 1430 now. Patience, right? There's no 8-cent Dogecoin coming. No 8-cent Dogecoin coming, guys. See what's happening. Crypto bubbles. Yeah, we're starting to see a turnaround. Helium's up. Say's up. WIF is now turned green on the hourly. Bonk just turned green on the hourly a little bit. And Bitcoin. So yeah, starting to slowly see us turn around. Look at that. Woohoo. Bitcoin 63.7. There we go. That's what we were waiting for, right? You think this is a pre-Hong Kong little pump? Could be. This could be a little pre-Hong Kong pump going on. It's 6:30 in the morning in Hong Kong. Come on, Asians. Buy a bunch of crypto. How's ETH doing? Yeah, a little slower. Not making a big move yet, but it's moving up also. Nice. Yee-hee. Goes up, goes sideways for a little, crashes lower. Well, crash isn't the right word. I like to say retrace. It goes down a little. Crash, not really. We're not crashing. You put a $1 sell order in. Some exchanges won't let you put such a high order in because it's too far out of a range percentage-wise. You can't even do it. Woo, Toss says, let's go. That's what I say. Let's go. I learned that from Tom Brady. Let's go. How about that Hedera run? That was craziness. Big run all the way up to 18 cents and then all the way back down. I should have sold up here, right? I've got some Hedera. That was crazy. And it ended up not being true what the big pump was about. But didn't know that at the time until it had already come back down. That's when I learned. I was like, damn. If I'd been in on that one, That would have been a nice, sweet sell order right there at 18 cents. You know, if Dogecoin goes up enough in the next hour and a half, it will have to go over 14.6. Then we have a green candle on the daily, and we won't have 7 straight days of red. But I'm not expecting that to happen. But I'll take these nice green candles here, especially Bitcoin. I don't mind rooting for Bitcoin, even though I don't have a lot of it, and I've got more Doge and Algorand and other alts. I'm like, go. Yes, go Bitcoin, because it brings the whole crypto market up with it. So I will take that. I will take that. I pray that once I'm rich, I'll get a girlfriend and a fast car. Yeah, but then what do they want you for, right? You got to get the girlfriend before you're rich. Then you know she's in it for the right reasons. Unless she's only in it because she thinks you're going to get rich. That's always a tough one. That's a tough one. Anything else going on in the world right now? I don't know. What is going on in the world? Yeah, don't see anything else new right now. Maximize your gains, expert tactics for investing in Ethereum amidst market fluctuations. You want to read about that? No. Cryptocurrency's road to recovery, rebuilding confidence, promoting legitimate applications. No. A lot of boring stuff in the crypto news. Okay, here you go. This is the story right here. I found it. This is for you, my friend. Here you go. Bitcoins are a girl's best friend forever. And now there is a BTC ring to prove it. This is from like 2015. How did this get in here? I was just looking at it. Why does it pull something up that's not old? Oh, well. But hey, Bitcoins are a girl's best friend. Well, no, it should be Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin should be a girl's best friend. Oh. BTCring.com. How much you want to bet that doesn't exist anymore? How much you want to bet? BTCring.com. There's no way that it survived this long, right? Yeah, it's not coming. I guess they didn't sell a lot of Bitcoin rings. Yep, it doesn't exist. Try again. Oh, that was funny. AMC. Ugh. Don't tell me about AMC. I'm down a lot. I thought buying AMC under $10 was going to be a steal. Ugh. And then they just diluted it all to hell. Not good. Not good. Our Kriss DCA portfolio still doing well. Overall, we're still up 132% on our Kriss DCA portfolio. And we're just watching this. We are just watching it grow. A little retracement, yes, we've had. But it'll come back. I'm confident. And then I'll be selling all of this crypto except the Bitcoin and the Doge. I'll keep the Bitcoin. And the Doge I'm giving to you guys. But I'm selling all this other. For big profit. How much is this going to be? So let's say next February. How much is this portfolio going to be worth? 100,000? I'm betting on 100,000 next February for this portfolio. 100,000. And then we sell. And I give away the Dogecoin to you guys. That's my target right now. February. We're all going to be rich. I had my girlfriend buy every dip and she had no clue about anything and is now up 40K. She completely skipped all emotions. That's hilarious. Buy the dips, DCA. It's going up because of me, Ron. Hey, you can't be emotional about it, right? Just like Toss said. Can't be emotional about it. Just watch it go up. Hey, dancing Doge too. Awesome. Dogecoin TikTok challenge. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Doge will just go on its own. We want it to build on real utility, not on hype. Otherwise, it'll just crash right back down. That's what's best for Dogecoin. We want it to be real. We saw what happened May of 2021. That would not be good for Doge to do that again. I want to go up and stay up, not be on hype. What am I going to do on the taxes? Well, I have to pay the tax. So that's why I'm not going to be giving away all the Doge. Because some of it is going to go to the tax, of which I'll pay for myself. And then when you receive it, whatever the price is when you receive it, is when you take over. I think that's how it works, tax-wise. I'll have to ask my accountant just to be sure. But I think that's how it works. Because I bought it at 6 cents. And I transfer to you, let's say it's at 60 cents, right? When that transfer happens, I have to pay the tax because that's the same as me selling it. I think that's how it works. Because you shouldn't have to pay the tax on that 6 cent Dogecoin. I need to check that just to be sure. But I think that's how it works. But yes, I'm giving it away. I should be able to write it off. It's a business expense, right? It's a business expense, exactly. Yeah. You think they pay the tax? St. Clair says. I got to look that up. No, I'm not cashing out. I'm giving that Dogecoin away. I'm not cashing it out. And then you guys decide what you want to do with it when you receive it. You guys do what you want. Doge should be up at a nice hefty price at that time. And then when you receive your Doge from me, you decide what you want to do with it. Yeah, we're having a little run here. Getting out of that $13.99 zone. This is nice. Nice, nice. Giving crypto away is like giving stocks away. You don't pay tax on it, but it does make the tax on them selling it the same as a tax on Lotto. Joe Share wants to know how to participate. You participate by joining the channel. So I appreciate those that subscribe. Always like subscriptions, but you have to join. So you can go to my channel and there's two join buttons. One's up here. I don't see it because I'm the owner of this account. But there's another one down here where it says our members right there. Thank you, channel members. And I do thank you, all of channel members that are here. Ryan is one, has his name in green, you see there. Gets to use all those fun emojis, etc. This is what you get. For joining the channel, you get membership perks. You get a check mark next to your name. Ryan is now purple. Going for that gold. There's the gold right there. So that's your target, right? Is to get to gold. You get to use custom emojis, and I add more emojis as we get more members. And you will also be eligible to receive part of this 75,000 Dogecoin I will be giving away to all the members. I'm giving away Dogecoin at the top of the market. And that's when I sell all of this other crypto. That's part of this now $23,000 portfolio. I put in $10,000 of my money into this. And that was last summer. And we were accumulating, during my live streams, we were buying crypto, DCAing 3 times a week. And we were able to get 75,000 Doge at an average price of 0.0617. That's 6-cent Dogecoin. That's our average. That was our average, 6-cent Dogecoin. We got Bitcoin at a $26,000 average. Our Jasmy is a 0.0036. We got Render at $1.45. Now Render's at $7.85. We got it at $1.45. So I was so confident that last summer was the bottom of the bear market for altcoins. I was like, we're going to be buying this. I'm going to put $10,000 in, and we'll see where this goes. And so far, we're up 132%, but it's going a lot higher. And this is the deal. That 75,000 Dogecoin I'm giving away. And it's just under half of the total allocation of the portfolio is Doge. So that's what that is about. Look at this, 1440. Dogecoin moving up. Love it. I'm the Joel Osteen of crypto. Is that a compliment? I know the name. Who's Joel Osteen? Joel Osteen. Oh, the new mindset. Oh, he's that guy. Sharing hope for today. Joel Osteen. Huh. American pastor, televangelist, businessman, and author, based in Houston, known for his weekly televised series, services, and several best-selling books. Joel Osteen. Okay, there you go. I'm just a positive person. Yeah. I could never do that. There's no way I could do that. They make so much money off of everybody else. They just make so much money. It's like, dude, make money on your own. Don't make it off of other people. Seriously. Dogecoin to 30 cents, Tian Han says. We could get there. Might not take long. Oh, to give hope? Yeah, I don't give hope. There's no hope here. This isn't about hope. This is a well thought out plan that's based on the history of crypto trading. There's no hope here. This is all a logical plan. Will it play out that way? We don't know, but this is a logical plan. Again, we are working off this, these 4-year cycles. This is what this is all about. It's these 4-year cycles. We will hit an all-time high somewhere late 2024 into 2025. Sometime we will hit an all-time high. And then 2026 will be a dip if we follow the 4-year cycles. So late 2022, I was buying crypto. Right there, I was buying crypto. And then buying it through 2023 heavily until about October. And that was my last big chunk that I bought, that last big Dogecoin buy at 5.8 cents. And then I've just been buying little bits on dips since then. But the majority of my crypto was all bought there. The bottom of the bear market and through the first 9 months of 2023. That's when I made the decision. I am going all in on crypto for this next bull run. There's no hope. Not at all. It's all looking at this sort of logical process based on these 4-year cycles. And does crypto have another cycle in it? Is it going to do the same thing? That's what I'm following. Holding for at least a year, so it's long-term capital gains tax, so I can not give as much of my profits to the US government. So why should they get it all? No, this is about me. So that's what this is all about, not hope. What do you think will happen if we don't get the monthly close of 16 cents? How far of a drop will we go? I don't believe in like the last day of the month is anything special other than any other day. I don't believe that stuff. A lot of TA guys believe that stuff. I don't. It's just another day. It's the same as the last day. Doesn't mean anything to me. Most likely we're not going to be 16 cents. Doesn't mean anything. We could though. I mean, if these Hong Kong ETFs like totally take Bitcoin up to like 65, 66, 67, even higher, Doge could get back to 16 cents. Sure, that can happen. Doge isn't going to do it on its own though, not right now. Doge isn't ready to make its big run on its own. The catalyst, the news isn't there yet for Doge, but that will come. And the plan is to be ready when that does come, to have accumulated as much Doge as you can at these prices or lower, if you bought earlier, for when that eventually happens. I'm fairly confident it's going to happen. And when it happens, whew, look out. Look out. Should you sell? If we don't close tomorrow at 16 cents, then 12.5 is the next target. You guys are just you're reading it totally wrong. You're reading it totally wrong, guys. There's not going to be some big drop in the price of Dogecoin because it doesn't make it to 16 cents by tomorrow night, end of the month. It doesn't work that way. Should you sell your Dogecoin? Well, look at the 4-year cycles. Again, this is what I'm doing. I can't tell you what to do. But this is the halving year. All-time highs have always come in the year after the halving for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin. 2021. Well, that happened to be Dogecoin's all-time high, wasn't it? The last cycle was 2021 as well. So I'm not selling until 2025 for the top. Now, if there's a huge run that happens late in 2024 and Doge is going crazy, I may slice off some profits. So I won't say absolutely I'm waiting till 2025. Late 2024, there could be some profit taking going on. But I'm still betting on the 4-year cycle. Bitcoin is not going to hit an all-time high in 2024. It's going to happen in 2025, the year after the halving, as it has the last 3 times. This would be the 4th in a row. So that's the game I'm playing. I'm waiting for that. Holding till $1. Too hard to predict which direction. Dollar is still a high possibility. Yeah, I mean, just be careful with that dollar thing because there's a chance Doge doesn't actually hit $1. And you might want to think about maybe taking some profit before it hits $1 just to be sure you get some profit out of it. Because, I mean, it's 14 cents now, you know, like 7x from here. That's a pretty good return. That's pretty good. I think it's going to be hard getting over $1. There's going to be a lot of selling happening. But once it does get over $1, then then it could shoot up a lot higher once it eventually gets over $1. Crypto is the heart attack, 24-hour dollar roller coaster, huge spikes, falls, freaks out new investors. Well, we certainly had that a couple weeks ago with that Iran-Israel, like all those missiles and crypto was dropping. There was some freak out happening. I wasn't worried. I didn't like it going down, but I wasn't worried. What do I think the market manipulation event for Doge's big pump? I wouldn't put those 2 words together. I think the next Doge pump is going to be on an actual thing happening with Doge. It's not going to be hype, is what I think. And so we're going to see Doge actually going up because it's going to get used on something big. That's going to be the catalyst. So it's not market manipulation. It's a real thing. And I call it a catalyst. So, all right, gang, look, ending the stream on some nice green candles here. I mean, this has been what for the past hour and a half? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, for the past hour and a half, just had green candles. Nice. Let's hope this continues into the night. And we hope that the Hong Kong spot ETFs are going to just like turn this whole crypto market around. Could be. So that's what we got going on. I'll be live again Wednesday, 5 o'clock. May start at 4:30 again. We'll see, just like I did today. But that'll be my next live. Probably have a video coming out tomorrow. Sum up a lot of things going on. Look forward ahead. And then Wednesday will be my May price prediction video. So you got to look for that. So until then, hope everyone has a good evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.